Alright. Well, since it's been about 2 weeks and everybody's still talking about it and the social justice warriors won't shut the fuck up about it, I figured I might as well throw my 2 cents into this topic, and that is the election of Donald Trump. Now, I think we all know about the pure animosity that's going on right now between Trump and Clinton voters and supporters. Donald Trump was elected 2 weeks ago, November the 8th. The poll results came in, the electoral results, at 3 a.m. on November the 9th, and Donald Trump was elected to be our next president. And it sparked a lot of protests, a good number of them violent, and one of the most popular hashtags to come out during the night, hashtag not my president, along with chants like fuck Donald Trump, not my president, this is what democracy looks like, the pussy grabs back, and so on. Just take a look at the amount of protests that have been going on and the extreme violence that has been going on in areas like California, Texas, and recently Pennsylvania. I mean, we are so divided by this election as a country right now that there are more cracks on the Liberty Bell right now than there have ever been when Abraham Lincoln got into office. And we've seen how good his presidency turned out. We fought a civil war. A lot of Americans died on our soil, and the Confederacy fell to the Union, even though it would have been better for Abraham Lincoln to just leave the Confederacy alone, because they would have crumbled in about 7 years after the war was finished, from the time the war was finished. Because the South didn't have the infrastructure to survive for very long. Now, getting back to the Donald Trump election, all these violent protests that have been going on ain't caused by my side, the anti SJW side, the anti PC side. No, we ain't causing them. We're just going about our fucking lives. It's these piece of shit social justice warrior feminazi evil cisgender white hating social justice cocks that are starting these protests that ultimately turn violent, ultimately lead to arrests on their side. I mean, hell, got enough people to overcrowd some of the jails they're being ported to right now. Yeah, can everybody just shut the fuck up about this election? Donald Trump won fair and square. Hillary Clinton even came out and said that the result, the election was fair, nothing was rigged about it. I mean, hell, if it were the exact opposite, if Donald Trump lost to Hillary Clinton, would you see me whining, crying, bitching, and complaining on YouTube that Donald Trump should have won just because Hillary Clinton will continue the shit Obama's been doing for 8 years? No, I'm just fucking off, moving along with my daily life because it's a presidential election. What the fuck power do I have? Because to the entire population of the United States, I have about as much power that a gnat does while trying to move a boxing glove. I have almost no chance of doing that, of making my one vote override the votes of Hillary Clinton supporters. So yeah, can we just stop with these protests? Or no, not even protests, riots. They're riots, it's what it's called. It's not violent protests, it's a riot. When you destroy shit during a protest, when you beat people up, yeah, you're inciting a fucking riot. And yes, I know the First Amendment allows the freedom to protest wherever the fuck you want. I I get that. But when you destroy other people's shit, when you disrupt the lives of many hardworking Americans that are actually trying to get on with their lives, trying to go to work, they're trying to get back to their daily jobs, yeah, you're going over the line. You're starting a fucking riot. And personally, I am glad that Congress, or at least some members of Congress, are looking to pass a bill that makes these riots illegal. Because guess what? When this law passes, yeah, all you social justice warriors that are doing these sort of protests and all this shit, you're gonna go to fuck to jail. And there ain't not a goddamn thing any liberal media member can do about it. Because guess what? You have the right to protest, but you don't have the right to destroy shit in the process. So to any social justice warrior, or no, we shouldn't even call them social justice warriors. We should come up with a new term for them. Uh, let's see. Social just. Hmm. Well, I'll come up with a term in the future. For right now, social justice warriors, just be thankful your anagram is saved. But I'm going to say something the Nostalgia Critic said during his top 11 South Park episodes. Shut your fucking dickholes, you donkey rape eating shit eaters. Or, no, fucked up the quote. Okay. Shut your fucking dickholes, you donkey raping shit eaters. Go outside into the sun and get laid. Really, you're gonna whine and cry and bitch about an election that just happened that is not gonna change anything? Donald Trump is not gonna end gay marriage. You know why? Because as of right now, gay marriage is popular and Donald Trump, and I've said this before, he's a man of the people. He will abide by what they want. So before you come at me with all your arguments about how, fuck Donald Trump, he's a neo-Nazi. Look, Donald Trump is not manipulative and he's not clever like Hitler was. And also, if he were if he were to take office in January, if he were a Nazi, he would be taking more power than constitutionally allowed. So therefore, if he does take more power than constitutionally allowed, yes, you have an argument for a right to evict Donald Trump. But Donald Trump is not stupid enough to take more power than constitutionally allowed. So yeah, just shut the fuck up with that argument. Oh, and also Islamophobe. Okay, you do know with Obama's open policy, there have been more terrorist attacks in America, mostly by Muslims, by the way, that have occurred during Obama's presidency than any other presidency. And no, I don't give a shit about Islamophobia. I'm not Islamophobic. In fact, I respect Muslim people. But when you have a religious group with most of its members trying to change the American way of life, what the fuck do you think I'm going to say about this group? They've obviously got a lot of Muslims trying to change America's way of life. And the sad part is on colleges, they're actually winning. Okay? I'm a college student, and I know what these Muslims will do. They'll close gyms to men, okay? In order for women to be by themselves because they don't want men looking at women's hair. Motherfuckers, we don't give a shit about hair. Okay? And look, nationwide, look at all the protests held by Muslims that have been going on outside of Jewish events. Either we respect all religions on campus, everywhere, or we don't respect them at all. Hell, if we're going to go by this argument of we don't respect religion, then why can't we protest Muslim held events? Oh, wait. It's because you guys are too ballless to do anything because of that little oppression pyramid you guys got. Well, anyway, this video's been going on for long enough. I'm getting way off topic. Donald Trump was elected. Shut the fuck up. Move the fuck on. Get the fuck on with your lives. Your protests aren't going to do a goddamn thing to help anything. Hillary Clinton said that the election was fair. She said she might work with Donald Trump in the future, along with Bernie Sanders, Obama, and a couple others. So, yeah, get the fuck over yourselves.